Let's make some noise for Abraham Jordan Yunis.
Coming to cage now, Abraham Jordan Yunis. The 24-year-old fighter stands at 6 feet 4 inches tall. He only has one fight on record here in Camo, but he does have a lot of experience outside of the state. He's 6-1 since 2009 with some TKO finishes, 2 submissions. His last fight, a triangle finish. He has never had a fight go to decision, which bodes well for our fans tonight.
Yeah, that should be, it has all the makings for an exciting grand finale for the evening.
If there's one vice that Abraham says he has, that's Chicago deep dish pizza, where he did a lot of his fights over back there in the Windy City. Currently, he's in Highland, California, training with Team Adrenaline FC, a Taekwondo and boxing background. He won his first Taekwondo championship at age 13 years old when he flew here from the native Jordan to compete.
That's pretty awesome. Wow, so he had international experience early on, and he remains here, a tall fighter.
He's a freestyle grappler. Again, an immigrant here from the country of Jordan. He's lived here for a while, moved here at age 15 to Chicago initially, and then he moved here for the weather, which is kind of nice.
Right. Trust me, I've been to Chicago. Those winters are brutal.
Abraham Yunis does wear a bullet around his neck. That's for his big brother Tariq, who is currently in the U.S. Special Forces stationed at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. Abe is very confident in his abilities. He says so many things can happen in there, but he is well-trained. He's been standing on his feet just as long as TK Munoz, if not longer, according to Abe Jordan Yunis. His most recent fight back in May, a round 1 submission against Island Oliveira.
His opponent making his way to the cage, Takashi Munoz.
Looking to stop that submission streak, though, tonight will be Takashi Munoz. TK's 24 years old, stands 6 feet tall with 1 MMA victory, a recent win, knockout in round 2 against Justin Blankenship for the Momentum 170-pound title belt. This guy's an exciting striker.
Well, that's good. It sounds like we're going to have 2 guys that both can put on a show on their feet, squaring off against each other. Sometimes it turns into a ground war after that, but something tells me these guys might go ahead and light each other up a little bit.
Munoz's fight against Blankenship was a very impressive performance. Munoz is really light on his feet. He's a sharp striker, throws in combinations, level changes. He won with a KO to the knee, or a knee knockout to the solar plexus that he set up by a punching combination.
Yeah, well, that's the sound of, that's the sign of an accomplished striker. When you set up those type of body finishes, they don't just come by mistake. These knees to the bodies don't just finish you because you threw it, errantly, like when you're just in a big slugfest. So that's a sign of an accomplished striker. I really like to see and hear that.
You want to talk about accomplished striking? He's had over 40 amateur kickboxing fights. He's currently about 40-15 with 26 knockouts in amateur kickboxing.
Wow, well, that explains that. Jeez, that's a lot of experience he's bringing into the cage right now. This is going to be exciting.
And TK takes a lot of inspiration from his father. His dad was one of the people to fight the very first Golden Boy. Didn't fight him when he was the Golden Boy.
He fought De La Hoya.
He fought him on the way up.
Oh, wow, that's nice. They got a statue of De La Hoya right across the street here, Staples Center.
Yes, they also have a billboard of De La Hoya in East Austin, Texas, selling life insurance.
Oh, well, look at that. They also have some suspect pictures of De La Hoya on the internet.
I will neither confirm nor deny any pictures that you may or may not have alluded to in this last moment. Says Takashi about tonight's fight, it's either him or me. I'm going to beat him down before he gets to beat me down.
That's a good strategy. I mean, that's what you want in these fights. You want to win by, there's one person trying to take you out, and you want to take them out. That's what it comes down to. So why dress it up with pretty language?
While TK's big pedigree is in the striking, is a different style on the ground. He says he is not lazy. He's going to keep on moving.
Here we go. This is the main event of the evening. It's brought to you by Pop Chips, Los Angeles, and Sapporo Lager. Fight is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 170-pound division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxing specialist. He comes to the cage weighing at 170.8 pounds, representing Adrenaline MMA from San Bernardino, California, Abraham Jordan Yunis. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, a shoot boxer. He brings a record of 1 win and no losses to the cage. His 1 win coming by way of knockout. He stands at 6 feet tall and weighing at 167.8 pounds, fighting with Systems 8 and A1A Boxing Club from Los Angeles, California, Takashi Munoz. And in charge of the action, Mike Bell.
All right, folks, our main event of the evening in the red corner, Abraham Jordan Yunis. In the blue corner, Takashi Munoz.
TK's fired up. He was burning a hole in him.
Oh my gosh. Both these guys showing quick, dangerous kicks early.
Yeah, that hurt just watching. This is a very well-matched fight. A hard shot over the top.
These guys are already showing why they're the main event of the evening.
Yeah, there's a lot of skill in there right now.
And there go those foot stomps you asked for
That's what I
earlier.
was waiting for. Now we're getting old school here. He described himself as a shoot box fighter, or a shoot fighter rather. See some of that right there.
So Munoz keeping it close right now, holding on to that clinch. You know, considering how frightening those strikes were when they opened up, I like to see them break it apart.
Yeah.
Can we turn this into a kickboxing match?
We might see the ref break him up. Yep, there we are. You can tell when it gets to that point.
And both fighters waste no time re-engaging.
That was beautiful. He slipped the punch and just came right over the top with the right. Talking about TK.
You know, not only are both these fighters strong offensively, but you can see they both have strong defensive striking capabilities.
Right, and good, really good movement too. This is high-level stuff we're watching. He thinks he was hit low. Oh, that one looked very low.
This might be some of the better striking we've seen here in the UFMA.
Again, great head movement there. And I'm really impressed with how Yunis is using his push kicks almost as like a jab.
And there you go, though, seeing TK beating up that league leg there of Yunis.
Notice the head movement of TK, slipping all those punches really effectively and using it to set up his counters.
Now you want to talk about that shoot training. TK coming in, throwing punching combinations, finishing with that kick to the leg.
Very nice first round. That was some really clean stuff we saw right there.
Yeah, it's a shame that so much of the crowd had their bedtime early tonight because this is a barn burner of a fight tonight.
It is. Geez, both corners got to be pretty pleased with what they see overall. More so TK's corner because Yunis caught a number of counter punches. Well, or, you know, TK moving out of the way and coming over the top with a strike or a hook. So, that was very close. I think TK demonstrated slightly more effective striking. But Yunis, again, used the push kick really well, set up some beautiful kicks.
Well, it's the way TK is finishing those combinations, and in particular, you know, when a guy relies so heavily on kicks, you don't usually see that much head movement. Mm-hmm. And so that combination of head movement while still being able to kick effectively, that's where I'm impressed. But again, don't count out Abraham Yunis. I would say that's probably one of the closest rounds we've had so far this evening.
Yeah, high skilled, close. This fight could end at any time.
And round two, here we go again. Yunis in the red, Munoz in the blue. And again, they both waste no time whatsoever.
Double push kick. Wow!
Notice one thing that you don't see from amateurs there very much is feints, and both of them were throwing feints in that sequence.
Yeah. That was a low knee. That was a low knee. Good stop by the refs to give him a break. Looks like that one hit him below the belt.
Yeah, that's never fun, and we don't quite have the same type of replay assistance some other promotions might have where we see 8 different angles of that shot. Referee giving warnings. Keep this one clean. glove touch. Here they go, and again, wasting no time.
Yeah, he loves that push kick. Set it up. What a quick return.
And finally getting that takedown from Takashi. He's gone for it a few times now. Yunis has had good takedown defense, but that relentless nature of those takedowns, eventually going to get one.
We have a nice open guard, relaxed open guard from Yunis, and just head control to stay safe.
Well, Yunis is very long, which is going to give him some nice ways to play down here in the ground game. 6'4" tall at 170 pounds. That's a tall guy for 170.
Yeah, that's a tall order. And we saw TK banging the body. He's trying to bang that body, loosen things up. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come over the top. And the ref separates him for more action.
You know, again, it might seem like a quick stand-up, but here with these 2-minute rounds, if no one's doing anything within a couple of seconds, within a good 10 seconds or so, you got to move it along.
TK was looking for a trip takedown there. Another low blow, or a close blow. It looked low to me.
TK's had a lot of success so far with that looping overhand right. He's come in with it a few times now.
Yes.
Yunis really trying to fight off this clinch, but so far, TK has been very, very strong in close quarters. This is a fight that deserves 3 5-minute rounds.
I agree.
2 minutes for these guys is too little, and I'm going to venture to guess that for both these guys, we're not going to be able to keep them here in the amateurs very long.
Yeah, I think they're kind of cutting their teeth in the best amateur promotion in the world right now, getting used to how it works, getting used to how going through the motions, and then they're going to probably graduate from the U fairly soon.
Well, if there's one thing you hope you do from universities is you graduate. We don't want too many Van Wilders here.
Oh, gosh. Well, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing them hang around for a while. They're pretty entertaining.
You know, let me second that one. Take it back. Guys, go ahead. Take 7 years in your degree. I don't care. It's not like I'm paying your tuition.
Okay, so Yunis' corner is a bit frustrated, yelling at him to let it loose, to let it go, and to dig deep. And Yunis looks like he's receiving the instruction pretty well.
Well, one thing from the pre-fight interviews, both of these guys were very, very focused. Probably some of the biggest determination we've seen so far from any of the fighters.
We're probably going to see some explosive action to close things off. Ooh.
Yunis comes forward this time, but again, it's TK throwing those low kicks. Those have been very effective at maintaining that distance and not letting Yunis tee off on him.
And you can see Yunis pushing the action a lot more, meaning coming in. One thing that he had to be careful with that push kick is when he throws it, he follows his kick in. And it's got him hit a couple times and has resulted in a couple body locks.
Well, you know, TK definitely doing a good job of controlling the round. But considering he's ahead on the scorecards most likely, you'd like to see him split it up a little bit and try to put on a bit more of a show.
Strong takedown, and he landed in half guard.
You know, one of the things you have to think about with these amateur fights is it's not just practice, but it's also building your resume for when a professional promotion wants to hire you.
Yes.
And considering the skill these two guys have, especially the skill that TK's shown so far on the feet, you know, he might not do poorly for his career by showcasing those abilities.
So right now, TK is really locked, controlled by that overhand. He started controlled by that grip that Yunis has on him, but he's starting to break away. He's going to create some pressure and come over top if he can. And there we see it happening. Yeah, you think Yunis would want to be trying to do a pass or getting up or maybe letting go of that head, getting an underhook on that right-hand side. Wow, gets the legs kicked out right under him.
And now we're back to the feet. 22 seconds left in this welterweight bout. Let's see how they throw.
And there's a push kick issue that we talked about before. We'll probably see.
And that's been that right-hand counter all night there, though, for TK.
10 seconds left, one final takedown to probably seal the deal for TK in the main event.
Well, again, a fight that no one should feel embarrassed about. You know, it made it sound like I was criticizing TK, but honestly, that was an unbelievably impressive performance. That guy, while of course let's keep him here at the U, probably not that far off from making the next leap.
Right. Both fighters showed a high level of skill, They're tall orders for anybody, I think, here at the U. And TK looked a little bit sharper and really took the fight where he wanted to, whether he was standing up, moving and countering, or taking it to the ground and going to work.
You know, one of the things that's been true about the amateur scene here in Los Angeles is this 170-pound division is simply stacked. I mean, tonight alone, not only have we had Abraham Yunis and Takashi Munoz here, but earlier we had that great fight between Ian the Korean Park and Dean Bo Moskowitz, two guys who lit it up. In the past, we've seen Casey Green fighting here at the U of MMA. There's a lot of 170-pounders who are just scrapping, and at the amateur division, this is where it's at in Los Angeles.
Absolutely. The cream is going to rise to the top, and it's going to be happening here in the U of MMA. You see a lot of other fighters from other leagues trying to get into the U, which is great. So we're going to just continue to see some of the top fighters as time goes on and be treated to more performances like we just saw between Abraham Yunis and Takashi Munoz.
Well, you know, we've been really, really lucky to have a great team of people guiding the University of MMA. Turi Altavia, of course, really moving the fight, moving this organization forward. Jay Tan doing an excellent job of matchmaking, clearly as we've seen by these 270-pound matchups.
Right.
The whole team here at the U really creating a good place for amateurs to learn and for local fight fans to get some great entertainment.
Right, and it comes from veteran experience. Turi and Jay Tan both have veteran experience of Pride FC, Pro Elite, Pride FC, King of the Cage, years and years. And you can see in the production value, in the way the show runs, and in the fighters they bring here.
You know, waiting on that decision.
I
think both Takashi and Abraham have an idea of where this one's going, but of course we do have to make it official.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to fight either of those guys. That looked painful. The kicks, the punching, painful and skillful.
Yeah, a level that would make me think twice before I even cut in front of them in line. I wouldn't even cut in front of these guys in traffic for fear that they could kick my car and flip it over.
Like a bonus level in Street Fighter 2 or something, remember you kick the crap out of the car?
Oh, man. TK giving some love to his fans. And now for our official decision, Salvatore Ariano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the scorecards are in, and the judges have delivered a unanimous decision. Judge Ayers scores a fight 30-27. Judge John McCarthy scores a fight 30-27. Judge Ron McCarthy scores a fight 30-27.5 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Takashi Munoz.
Takashi, J-Tan has wanted to get you a fight here at the U of MMA for a very long time, and I think everybody here tonight can see why. How you feeling?
I'm back.
You just recently joined Systems 8. Talk about that transition.
It feels great. Ian is a great coach. And recently I've met my new boxing coach. Very blessed that I met everybody. Ian, Edgar. I couldn't have done it without them for this fight. They see my hard work ethic, and they know I will always want the fight very bad. So thank you, J-Tan, for having me, and Turi. Really appreciate it. I'm glad I made you guys proud.
And you did. You've been fighting since you were a kid, a little kid. Is anything as sweet as the victory inside of a cage?
Whenever you win a fight, it's always the highest high. When you lose, it's the lowest low, but gotta keep moving forward. Smile. Always put a smile on, no matter what.
And I know there are some very special people here tonight that you want to thank, so go ahead and do that.
I want to thank, first of all, my coaches. Couldn't have got here without you guys. I love all my family, guys at the gym. I really love you guys. Love my family. Most special person in my life. I love my girl very much. I love my dad. Love my brother Danny. Everybody is a great guy. Thanks everybody. Thank you Herbalife for the sponsorship. Thank you Max Health. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
Give it up for him, Takashi Munoz!
Your winner in our main event tonight, Takashi TK Munoz.